You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Feel your hands, the way you're touching me around my neck. moment to stop. No need to fight it, I cannot hide it. We won't regret it, so come with me. Maybe we're meant to be a perfect melody. I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Hot Mess Show. No, welcome to... Yes, Elsa, do you want to come in? Right as I go live, she's at the door. Give me 2 seconds. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. Come on. Good girl. Children and dogs, am I right? Hi to everybody who is joining in the comments. Let's see who we got. We've got Heather. G'day lovelies, I've just done a 4-day online workshop. No clue what day it is. I mean, I didn't even do the workshop and I still have no clue what day it is. Relying on my devices to tell me where and when to be. That is a feel. I missed the closing ceremony too. Hi to Michelle, Heather, Diane. Hope this is normal lives. Yes, it is a normal live today. So there is so much. I have so much to share today. If I wanted to pack the lives in, it was just going to be way too much. If you are watching and you're enjoying so far, not that there's been much to enjoy, give us a thumbs up. Hello to Lisa. Hello to, I want to say God's Aggie, because I'm pretty sure it's not God's Aggie. God's Aggie. Gymnastics, swimming and diving. It's been far too long since I've been able to watch you live. Well, welcome. I'm going to talk about this in a couple of minutes. I'm glad it motivated. Glad it motivated you and it helped. Who else have we got in here? Hi, Laurie, Angela. Angela. Oh, there's lots of chat. This is great. Martha, Maria. It doesn't look like all the messages are coming through, so because I'm getting them in chunks of people. Jasmine, Cheryl. Have I said Diana? I feel like I've said Diana. Tracy, Nikki, Michael, Sherelle, pink hand waving. Okay. I think that's meant to be an emoji, but it doesn't come up as emojis on my screen. Who else we got? I've said Heather, Melanie, Jasmine, Sharon, Marisol, Michelle, another Michelle, Marcy, Juliana, sorry. I am, hi Laurie, I am so happy. Hey September, this is a feel. It is rain, well, it's not raining right in this actual moment, but it has been raining this morning, and I just realized I haven't moved my notes over, so let me just move these over. It's hard to get out of bed. Does anybody find it such a struggle to get out of bed? I mean, on any day, it's a struggle to get out of bed. Am I right? Let alone on a day where it is raining and just kind of miserable. And then I decided to have a shower this morning, and I'm like, I gotta dry my hair. And it's just, I don't know, the hair isn't hairing, the words aren't wording, the fringe isn't fringing. Hello to everyone. So we have had, there is a short update on the summer games, and I'm just realizing right now that I completely forgot to load in the screens for it. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who has participated so far in the Planner Summer Games. It has been so much fun. And sort of getting it, I mean, a big part of the challenge is obviously to get other people to find out about Bess and myself and Jamie and all the work that we're doing together, but also it's to get me back on Instagram, because Instagram has been a hard place for a long time for me to jump back into. And yesterday, or the day before I should start at, we had the Cutthroat card making, which is based on, is it Cutthroat Kitchen in the States? And so Jamie was throwing challenges at us left, right, and center. And I don't know, the ADHD monster, the rabid squirrel just completely overthrew me. And I decided, yeah, let's crack open that 5-year-old bottle of, is it Gesso? And decided that I would just smush stuff all over that. Well, good news to report, it finally has dried. And as Indy would say, I let my intrusive thoughts win at that moment. There was, I don't even know. So, and then I went to bed, because by the time I finished those, so that we can find a time that works for the USA, because the majority of people who are participating have been American based. So we've been sort of doing USA timing. It's like it starts at around about 11:30 for me at night. And so by the time I'm finished the live and finished like winding up, it's around 1 a.m. I sort of don't wind down until about 2 or 3. My head's sort of all excited from all the adrenaline pumping. And yeah, it has just been, it's chaos at that time of night. My medication has worn off, and I'm just throwing everything and hoping for the best. So those are strictly over on Instagram if you want to go and watch them. I believe you can find them on the Reels tab. I am sharing them after. There is a bit of a delay because I am using my software to sort of process that. But it is sort of helping me to just sort of just feel a bit more natural on Instagram. And so I thought, I looked at my desk afterwards. I'm like, this is just chaos. I can't even deal with this. So I went to bed, and I tell you what, I had a raging headache yesterday, but I was like, I can't go into the studio. I just can't walk in there. And then when I finally walked in, chaos, just absolute chaos. So I'm glad that it helps somebody out there get in and clean up their mess. Oh, Sherelle, thank you so much. Thank you. That's lovely. But yeah, it's it was such a mess. It took me probably half an hour to fix, and it's still it is still a hot mess in here. It's organized chaos. My room is always organized chaos, but it's been bad since the live. And I actually think I've realized I've just got some of the spray on my desk. Sherelle, I'm sitting here with my jumpers, my beanie, tracky dacks with the heater on, sipping my iced coffee as you do. I finished my coffee. It is a cold day here, but because the studio lights and everything keeps me warm. Bianca, you nearly missed the live? That's not okay. Heather, I'm doing overnighters with US-based time zones workshopping. I crashed last night. It is hard. And I live on sort of an adjusted time zone. So Michael does all the kids' stuff in the morning for school and things like that. I mean, I get up when I have to, like if I need to do Indy's hair for something special or help out because Lachlan's bus arrives at the wrong time. And somebody's got to take it because they're, such a small amount of time between the two. But I generally stay up quite late and then wake up quite late. So hence why these lives are a little bit later. Yes, it really inspired me. I have quite a bit to get it perfect. But totally felt your crafting hangover. I think Bess had a word for it. Bess put a word up for it. Can somebody please remind me of what that word was? It's never going to be perfect. I have given up on this room being perfect. It is a work in progress, just like me. And that's something I'm just going to have to be okay with. That's what happens when we craft. There's no way to do it and not be messy. Not that I've found anyways. I know. And look, this is one thing that does stop me from posting a lot because I get so nervous about that. And Jamie and Bess have been sort of encouraging me, saying, you do realize that generalizations, your people are messy, right? Your people are, you attract the people who enjoy and love watching the Hot Mess Show. This is, and your people will love the fact that you're sharing that. So I'm really enjoying, thank you. I'm really enjoying the messages on that. And yeah, the anti-planner should help you in those situations. This is the anti-planner. It is actually really good. Crafters rarely have perfectly ordered and clean spaces. Yeah, it is hard. And because it's been a long time since I've been through all of these, to be honest, some of the craft supplies in there are 12 years old. Probably even older. I would say some of them are 20 years old. I don't know what's in all the tubs because I've gone for pretty over, writing what's in them. And I do have a map somewhere. But I had to pull out I think about 10 tubs, 12 tubs to find the things that I wanted. So that was fun. To be honest, I love seeing a used looking desk area more than a nice, yes, but also, okay. But anyway, if you haven't already downloaded, there was a download for the Planner Summer games on our website. So if you go to, I should have this up as a little thing. If you go to plannersanon.com/summer games and you scroll down to, I think this was challenge number 5. If you use the little drop down, you'll be able to see the download directly for this. Mark, the rains are here. The tubs are not labelled. No, they're not labelled. Chaos. So you can download that. There was also a downloadable, there's been several downloadables on Bess's side of things, so make sure to check out lightsplateraction.co for that too. Now, while we're talking about, actually, let me just stay on the Summer Games for a second. So at the moment, we have 3 events still on. So it's event 4, 5, and 6. So 4 is Do You Remember, which is a memory keeper spread layout. And event 5 is a Viva la Snail Mail, which is what I attempted to do the other day. And event 6 is colouring or colouring, and that is very much a, that's with the U, without the U, all sort of that. And they end shortly, and then we start on later this week with the next round, which is events, the last 3 events, which is 7, 8, and 9. So 7 is Mix It Up. So that is kind of what I attempted on the Instagram live the other night, which is mixed media. And then we have Paint It Blackout, which is using, it doesn't have to be Bess's inserts, but used on a black base instead of a white base. And then Print It For Me Baby is using printables. So I have another printable to share for that, which is going to be super exciting. So that will be available on the website soon. Let's jump over into chapters. Because why not be flipped? Why not be flipped? Here we go. So chapters we are already at chapter 9. I was going to say chapter 10, but that is what we are designing here. So I cannot believe we are this far through the story. With chapters, I'm trying to think of which one to go first. So we've got the quarterly, which is currently shipping. Now, we did find during the last live, for people may have noticed, may not have noticed, but when I was opening up the pockets, there was an issue. Our supplier had... I'm just going to open this up because this has only just arrived. Luckily enough, though, because we got ours slightly earlier, I was able to check it, and yay, that's better. Hold on, is that all the things? I think that's all of it, yeah. We were able to check, and it was actually missing one of the pockets. And the other pocket, the ink was actually pulling up. So what we had to do was we had to get these redone. We worked with the suppliers to get those done as quickly as possible, but it meant that that had to be reworked. Now, if you didn't have the quarterly bundle pack, I believe that it's already being sent. If you did have this in it, it was being sent without this, and then we are sending this separate. Now, we have updates. I believe Michael has sent out an email for that, and we have updates. We will be putting updates on, if they're not already up there, on our help page, which is plannersnon.com/help. So thank you for persisting with us. I really hate it when there's issues. It's really hard. Sometimes they slip past us and we don't realize till they're out, like the Summer Nights folder, and I have some information on that in just a second. The Hot Summer Nights folder. But luckily we were able to catch this one before everybody got it. But it's so disappointing because we put so much work into it, so much work into not only the designs and the proofs, that when something comes through that just has failed in the production process, it's heartbreaking, because that's time, that's money. But we have fixed it. It will be on its way. So thank you so much once again for your patience. Now, next thing. I want to jump. I'm trying to think. Should I go backwards or forwards? I feel like I should jump into chapter 7 first. Let's go backwards. I'm going to jump into chapter 7. So chapter 7, Hot Summer Nights, that has shipped. Should be on its way, I believe. I usually talk about these things beforehand, and I was so frantic this morning and decided to prioritize my shower and my own self-care that I completely forgot to get updates on these. It has shipped. And I can hear Michael walking down the hall. And there was a slight issue on, and when I say slight, it is very slight. Let me just grab slight issue, but we'll was very disappointing to see that I'd accidentally let this slip. Now, thank you to everybody who mailed and let us know. That's not something that's actually easily fixed. But what I have done, let me see if I can find it. What I have done is I've created a brand new printable. And, oh, you have received chapter 7. Yay! Whoop, whoop. And also thank you to Maria before was saying, no, it's worth the wait. So thank you. I do appreciate that. That actually made me just relax a little bit. And same to you, like Bianca. I really do appreciate all those comments. I was forgetting to bring them up. Now, with this, so the two new, let me see if I can bring those up. So this is the first one. Now, a fair while ago. Let me grab my drink bottle. Oh, that was right under the microphone. I apologize. Oh, not the right bottle for a live. A little while ago, some people, I can't remember who it was. So if somebody remembers, please let me know. But not recommended, but asked if I could make a label for the inside of the washi core, because we don't brand the inside of our washi cores. So once you've stripped off the outer, so the outside of it, you don't really have anything on it to say that it's PA. And that's because, like, to do the washi cores, you've got to buy in bulk and they've got to keep them, and it's just been out of reach for us. So what I've done instead was I took that feedback. So thank you to who mentioned that. I really do appreciate it. And I created this storage label printable. So this is the first page that you can see there. And what it's got, this way. What it's got is there's the label, and then there's a smaller version of the label. And then there's this. So the actual sticker that can go on here. And as I said, you don't have to put it on here or not. And then we have, so these rolls here, or not rolls, these strips here, is a strip that is sized to go inside the washi roll. So if you print that on sticker paper, that can go inside. And then the last one that's at the bottom is our smush of that kit that you can put on the back of your card. So, or you could make a little bookmark out of it, or there are so many things that you could do with it. I really appreciate this, Diana. That means a lot. The PA washi is unmistakable. I also store them together separate from others. And that's the thing, like, that's one of the reasons why, let me just grab, I've kept so much off screen. That's one of the reasons why I did these this year, because I wanted to be able to let people easily see what washi is ours, and, you know, to store it easily and take it on the go, because although I love washi, I really don't enjoy the fact that washi is on a roll. If I could give it as strips like this, I would. It's just, it's awkward to pack, to store. So this was just, and I have thought about giving them as sheets, but you just don't get as much. Oh yay, we love that, yay. Thank you so much. Oh Heather, that's wonderful too, thank you. I'm really loving the fact that everybody's saying that your washi is unmistakable. That's such a compliment. Thank you. I hope in a good way. Now, the second page on this printable that I've been looking for an excuse to release is our smoosh for that month on the printable sticker envelope. So this was the one that I designed with Bess from Lights Planner Action, and it sort of self-folds to create a pocket. So that is the second page that's going to go up. These will be exclusive for people who have ordered that kit, and I do plan on backdating, but you just need to give me a minute. And Jamie right now is going, what? So that is 2 ways, and I hope that that sticker that helps with fixing that issue. You can always stick it on standard paper. You could, sorry, print it on standard paper, and then do what I used to do as a kid, which is get contact, like clear contact, and like press that over the top. It's what I used to do as a kid. You can fussy cut all of these. They're really simple shapes. The hardest shape to cut is the circle. There are guidelines for the washi strips, just to make it easier. So that is 2 separate little printables that are coming for chapter 7. Now, the other thing that's happened with chapter 7 is we have updated the blog. So there is the Beautiful You has been updated with Marco, and the Marco's letter has been uploaded too. So Marco's letter also has, I'm trying to think of what the freebies are. I think there's an envelope. Yes, there is an envelope. There's a plain, sort of plainish envelope, and then there's the double-sided envelope, which you can use to smush on 2 sides of a page. And then there's the letter in 2 different formats that you can print out. So this one is available to subscribers only. And then the Beautiful You has one version. Whoops, I was showing the wrong one. There we go. Nope. The Beautiful You has one version for subscribers, which has roughly about 120 different Beautiful You options. And the, non-subscriber version of that has 20. So I hope you all enjoy those. They are over on the blog, over on the chapters journal. So check those out right now. I am going to skip over Chasing the Sun right now, but I do have something that arrived. So once I get through the chapter 9 previews, if you're all still with me, we can go through all that then. Let's jump over into chapter 9. Let's see if I'm flipped again. Hey, there we go. So chapter 9. What? Subscriptions are now open for chapter 9. If you haven't subscribed, now is the time. If you have skipped it, unskip that kit, because this kit is, it feels like home. And I wanted this kit to so much feel like home, that I kind of wanted it to feel like a warm hug, which is one of the reasons we chose the character that we did. And she is just wonderful. She looks like an amazing hugger, and her name is Marlene. So this is, let me just bring her back up for a second, because I know I haven't talked about this much after being sick and things like that. So let me just bring her back up. This is Marlene. This is Alex's mum. And isn't she gorgeous? Now, let me jump through. So I think I showed the stickers last time. So we've got a whole bunch of little, not stickers, I should say, the little pieces of artwork that we have. So we've got the sunflowers, the couch, the cookies. Who stole a cookie from the cookie jar? Not me. Okay. Yes, you, not me. Then who? Is that right? And we've got these plates, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about those in a second. And the cute little locket. Now, from that, we jump over into the 3 different themes of the kit. Now, I've mentioned before that each kit has different sub-themes in them. And one of the reasons I go through this every live is because I do... I forgot to put my stuff on Do Not Disturb. Can you still hear me? Sometimes the phone knocks out all my sound. Hopefully you can all still hear me. Let me just swap this over into Do Not Disturb. Okay. Whoops, sorry about that. So you can still hear me. Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. Where was I? Okay, yeah, so sometimes we get new people who find us on the live, so I just want to explain there are 3 different sub themes plus a floral sub theme in every single lover kit that we do, and this is no small feat. We work really hard. I can't even put my hair back today. We work really hard on making sure that these are something that you would want to use in your planner. So the first theme for this is in the kitchen, and then the second one is game night. So, and the third one is family heirlooms. So let's jump into the actual product previews because I have so much to get through. So Paper Lover is up first. And here we have the pouch. It's so pretty. Home is not a place, it's a feeling. And it's got those beautiful sunflowers on it. Now I know I have so many sunflower lovers out there because I've done so many sunflowers kits and they are truly some of my favorites. And this is no exception. And I wanted to make this a little different. So the sunflowers have a little touch of something else in them. Let me jump through. You might notice as we go. So we've then got the character card, which is a welcome from Marlene to everybody out there. And I really hope that you're actually enjoying those the character cards as we go along with this series, the chapters series. Next up, we have the die cuts. Now, these, just to let you know, these aren't to scale. These are just a small selection of the die cuts that are in, because if we put all of them in there, you wouldn't see it. There would be too much there. But as you can see, we've got some sunflowers. We've got this really cute tree, which you'll see in a bit more detail shortly. We've got some frames, the locket, the cookies, the couch with the heirloom blanket. And now we're going to jump over into the papers. Oh, September, yay. The sunflower kit with Michael's was one of my first. I love that. I really do. So the first one is the kitchen, and it's got that nice brown color behind it. And when I design landscape papers, I really try and make it so that it folds in half. So if you're turning these into notebooks or traveler's notebooks, you get like a really nice cover on the back and on the front. And then the second paper, this goes with the same thing. So I've made it so that if you fold it, it actually works on both sides. Now I did, this was a hard one because I did want to center it to have that full board. But I've got friends, family, loved ones, on, and it is a Scrabble board, but if you want to think of it as a crossword, that also works. So it's like Scrabble upwards, all those sorts of, inspired by those sorts of things. If you're enjoying this, please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. Finally remembered to say that. The third paper is probably my favorite. This is like the wall with the blank picture frames. Now, for those who are OG fans of PA, in I think Wild and Free, which was like our fourth kit or something like that. It was early on. I did a framed paper and a lot of people loved it. And it's one that I see throwbacks to every now and again. So I was like, I really want to do that again. Now this one has more frames in it, so they're a bit smaller. But I love seeing how people like write in them. And so I decided to leave the frames blank so that you could do whatever you wanted on top of them. And then the next paper is the gorgeous floral. So this sunflowers, you'll see that there's actually little pink tones in there as the yellow, because I wanted it to feel, there's like the pink and the orange and the brown tones in there as well. I wanted it to feel a little bit vintage, a little bit of Alex being thrown in there because she was very much like the beige pink tones. So there's pieces of Alex sort of coming through stronger in this kit as well. And then the last page, which is the journaling page, and we've got some of those beautiful sunflowers in there. We've got the plate. We've got her like a backyard with the tire swing and the tree. We've got some of that home cooking. We've got the wooden spoon. And yay, we're loving The sunflowers are amazing. Yes, and we've got the little love Scrabble tiles at the bottom there. We've got one of those big frames. And the kitchen view, we've got the smoosh, we've got some nachos in the bottom, and some salsa from game night. We've got some puzzle pieces as well. So I'm really enjoying this. And we've got the little trunk with the love heart carved into the trunk there too. Now the specialty papers are we went with the frames this month because I was like, this would look amazing as the vellum. I always get the two of those confused. But the frames as the vellum, so that's going to be nice and sort of transparent, semi-transparent. I'm like translucent, opaque. And then we have the acetate, which has the white print sunflowers on them. Now, I think for chapters, we've only broken that once with the rain for chapter 5 because how could we not? How could we not? Yay! Sunflower yellow is wonderful. Thank you so much. Now, next up, we have these stamps. And these stamps, we've got a lot of different stamps in here. We always try and crowd in as much as we can, much to the of my suppliers. So I've got some words in there. So we've got bring it on, meal prep, family time. Now the meal prep and family time are the little ones that match all the other stamp sets that we've done in this series, which have the which are sort of like not column headers, but it's like script headers. I was trying to think of the word. We've got a little crock pot there and there's space in there that you can write down a time or something inside that. If you've got the smaller the handwriting, the better. We've got a little timer in there. We've got a frame. We've got an empty cookie jar. Now you can use the cookies from Heartfelt. I want to say Heartfelt Home has the cookies that would go with this as well. We've got that gorgeous sunflower. We've got a puzzle piece in there. We've got a pumpkin in there. We've also got I am so thankful for ... And then we've got the sunflowers. Now the way the sunflowers works is it's got a line at the bottom. If you line up that line to touch, it will create an ongoing border. I highly suggest a stamp positioner for that. Have fun. And then as always at the bottom, we have a whole bunch of icons. So we've got like the little family Polaroid photo frame there. We've got the little cooking chef's hat. We've got the computer because sometimes we can't catch up in person. So we catch up on the computer. And then we have, I'm trying to think what's the next one. The game pieces, the word crossword Scrabble tiles, the puzzle pieces, a TV, and the plate with the different, with the world on it. And we also have another one which is up the top because I couldn't say no to the other one, which was a little conversations with the hearts in them. The vellum and the acetate are everything. Yes. And then we have the journal cards. So the journal cards, as always, are some of my favorite things in the kits. We've got the heart in the tree. We've got some other different ones which aren't featured anywhere else in the kit, like the pumpkin pattern in there too. There's another pumpkin design in there as well. Home is not a place, it's a feeling, which is framed up on the wall. And the two prompts in there is my favorite, I think it's food as a child, and what is your favorite childhood memory. So two little journal spots for you to write into. So that is the paper lover. And then we go over into planner lover. So we have the pouch here and we've got friends are the family we choose. So one of the big things, and I wanted to mention this at the start. One of the big things that was really, really important to me in this kit was that families come in all different shapes and sizes. And as somebody who went through a hard time because I grew up, my mum was a single mum. I then lived with my grandparents. As somebody who went through a bit of a hard time during school because of that, it's something that I really wanted to bring out in this kit, that if you are lucky enough to have a family who loves you, that is one of the most beautiful things. Like, it doesn't matter if there's a mum and a dad, if there's, as long as there is love and warmth and acceptance and, respect, like, they are truly so important. So I wanted, this is another way of me normalizing. So we did the mental health stigma in chapter 5, and this is another thing that was really important to me in this chapter. So anyway, that's the pouch, the Planner Lover pouch. So that's the smaller pouch. And then we have another copy of the character card. Oh, yay, I'm loving the journaling cards. I'm so glad that they are back. Thank you. And then we have the notes pack and the sticky, and the sticky notes with the beautiful sunflowers. Loving the vintage vibes with this kit. And then we have the washi cards. So home is not a place, it's a feeling. And then we have the washi. So I'm coming home, crop it like it's hot, made with love. And there's a couple of other quotes on there too. We've got the smoosh. We've got the, we went with the little upward Scrabble tiles, word tiles there. Pardon me. And then we have the memory journal washi, and then we have the sunflower torn washi. And oh my goodness, I am so here for that one. It is. I love it almost as much as chapter 1, and that is saying something because chapter 1 is one of my favorite washis ever. So that is the first part of the Planner Lover, and then we head over into Sticker Lover. So Sticker Lover, let's go through these stickers. So we've got the folder, and as you can see, it's folder number 9. The front page, so we've got Marlene there. We've got the family and friends, and one of the reasons why I loved this so much is because it's like the I is in the middle. I is surrounded by family and friends. And we've got the window there. And the quote actually is, home is wherever I am surrounded by family and friends. So that goes with the little cross. We've got a grandfather clock. We've got the little bookshelf. And of course the cookies. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Cookies. Then we have the 2 clear pages. So these are on the matte clear stock. Home is not a place, it's a feeling. And we've got the different corners and all these beautiful vintage feeling sunflowers that are really coming through. Jumping on next, we have the functional pages. And we've got the all the headers, the script headers, and we've got the gorgeous folding planner. We've got the circles, the icons, and the bobbles. And then next up we have the minis, so you can see Marlene and Alex are chilling out there having a hug together. We've got a couple of little extra cooking ones. So Marlene's been to the market. She's got some fresh food there. She's then cooking and making, I think, did I include the baking one? Yes, and baking. And yep, there's a couple of different characters in there as well. And then we have the Vibe Fetty. And then we jump over into week 1. So week 1 is, as I said, in the kitchen. We've got every dish tells a story. Now, on the next level down, every dish does tell a story because Marlene has been watching Alex's journey. And for those eagle-eyed viewers at home, this was supposed to be an Easter egg, Sami. You weren't supposed to tell them. You were supposed to let them find this out for themselves. Whoops. Sorry, not sorry. I need that on a button. So we've got all the different kit flowers, and they've sort of had a tone over so that they match the feel of this kit. And it's showing that, Marlene's been watching Alex and supporting her, even though she hasn't been a huge part of the journey so far. And then behind we've got the little window curtain. We've got the a whole bunch of cooking bits and pieces. We've got a little recipe card down the bottom and the tiles as well. Oh, thank you. These stickers are amazing. Thank you. Okay, and then we jump over into week 2. I will answer questions at the end. I have seen your question, Lisa. Hopefully I remember. If not, remind me at the end. So week 2 is that game night, that family game night. And we've got the puzzle pieces up in the top corner. One of the quotes is piece by piece. We've got the card playing, the chess playing, the food that you eat while you're playing. The empty boxes, now decided to leave those empty so you could write your favorite board games on there, because obviously due to copyright and trademarks we don't put actual names on them, so it's Scrabble inspired. There's a lot of different word games out there. So you can put your own labels on those boxes. We've got the timer there. We've got Bring It On the side. We've got the little family tiles there. And we've also got a artboard, a easel, which is like for, like, is it Pictionary? I'm trying to think of the one where you draw and they've got to guess. We've also got a karaoke machine. As you can tell by the playlists, Alex and her family are karaoke fans. And then we jump over into week 3, and week 3 is heirloom week. So we've got that wall with those beautiful photo frames and the frames hanging and all that. We have a gorgeous family tree there with the heart in it. We've got another quote: "The most important things in life aren't things." And some leaves. Now the leaves, some of them are bigger so that you can write on it. Oh yeah, there is Jenga as well on the previous page. There is Jenga. You are correct. Let me just bring that back up. Yes, there is Jenga as well. There is, so the leaves are, some of them are bigger so that you can actually write your family people in there or your name, or just use them as deco if you want. And then on the second page, we've got a whole bunch of heirlooms and frames. So we've got like the couch, which has the heirloom quilt cover, homemade quilt cover on it. We've got some rings. We've got a camera, photo albums, a locket, the folded quilts, pocket watch. Like there is a whole bunch of stuff there. And do you guys all remember the touch lamps? I remember my grandparents used to have them. Anyway, we've got a touch lamp in there. And then week 4, we are jumping onto the journaling week. So we've got the a whole bunch of the memories from that week, as well as some of the extra florals, so the wreath, the edging, the corner, and yeah, a whole bunch of memory pieces on that. And then we have the sticker paper, so the full sheets of stickers. We have the florals, and that, as you can tell, I love this paper. This was so much fun to make. So that is one of the that is the 2 papers that are sticker papers. Now, not only do I have the previews of the physical kit, so that is the physical kit. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, or unskip. If we also have the digital kits ready to go, and I will be pushing them live after this live. Okay, so the first up we have, so this is the creative kit. Now, the only people who will be able to get a copy of this for the moment will be those who have subscribed to this kit. So, and that stays on until we swap over to the next kit. So this is the first preview of the creative kit. And as you can see, there is so much gorgeousness in there. And I almost let something else. There is so much deco, word fetty, all the things that are stacked in there. We've got that gorgeous tree in there, and props to Jamie, who etched this tree, spent the hours etching that tree to make it pretty much perfect for when you download that. So really loving how beautifully this turned out. We then have the papers that go with. And we also have the separate journal card printables, which has extra journal cards. It has some of the ones from the kit, so some of the ones that are in the kit are exclusive to the kit. And then we have some which are separate. So we've got, in this one has a handwritten note from Marlene. We've also got the blank that matches. We've got Crockett Like It's Hot. I think that was also in the printed one. You can see that hey there pumpkin. One of my favorites ones in this is Checkmate with the 2 chess pieces on the side. We've got some frames. We've got the piece by piece puzzles down there. So that is the journal card printable that will be available exclusively to subscribers of this kit for at least the next few weeks. I get every creative kit that comes out now. Yay, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. And we are getting those out with the kits. So it's so wonderful to have those ready at the same time so that while you're waiting, you can get playing today. This is giving me all the feels of being at my grandma's house, a warm, welcoming, safe place. She used to keep used oil in her cookie jar. Oh, that's no fun. You need the cookies in the cookie jar. I've used 2 different versions. So one is Croppet, one is Crockett. It changes. It changes. There is a lot of versions of that. So that is the previews of that kit of chapter 9. I almost said Chasing the Sun. Chapter 9, Coming Home. My goodness, there is a lot in today's live. What is next? I'm just trying to check. Oh, I know what's next. As well as the creative kit for chapter 9, Jamie has been a very busy squirrel. So please make sure to thank her. Because we also have, hopefully I bring up the right thing here, the Farmhouse Falls creative kit, which is also going live. So this kit will actually work out really well as the other hemisphere heads off into the fall months. But it also really well matches this kit. So we've got the Farmhouse Falls creative kit. We've got so much in there. And it's a much bolder kit. As you can tell, our colors with chapters have really sort of like muted down a little bit. But it is still absolutely stunning. And we've got, that has the plaid backgrounds as well. Lisa is very excited. Farmhouse Falls, yes, we have not forgotten about that. So that is the creative kit that is coming as well. I believe that may be up today. Now, also, before I jump on to the next thing, I might have to get the creative kit just for that tree. The tree is pretty epic. It is one of my favorite pieces in this kit. The other thing, oh my gosh, the other thing that has, that we have been working on in the background, and I may have a small, very, 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 very limited preview of, and yes, they are cinnamon rolls in Farmhouse Falls, is our Halloween kit. So we are working on Halloween at the moment. Halloween is a separate kit for those who do not know. So it's not actually as part of our subscription model. We always do it separate. And that's because not everybody celebrates Halloween. Some people might want extras. And it's the same with Christmas. We do that separately as well. Now, I do have, hold on, this is going to go on the wrong side, I think, but that's okay. That's okay. We can do this. There we go. So what we're doing is we're bringing For the Booze back. We have For the Booze 2. So we're doing it in a slightly different colorway. So last time it was these colors. Now it still will work together. That's the amazing thing. It still will work together. For the Booze 2. And I have two small things to show for you today. So I have the pouch. So this is what it's going to come packaged in. And I wanted to go with something super cute. So we've got the little Boo Ghosty holding up the trick or treat sign. We have another little Boo at the bottom trying to escape. And we've got another one at the top who's trying to clean up the cobwebs. Now, he's designed so that when you spin it and you have it open and you're working on something, so that he's sort of like facing your way. These comments are awesome. Yay! So yeah, this, I mean, For the Boos was such an epic kit, and I really love the art that I couldn't help myself but to have it back. And I really loved, thank you, Heather. I really, really loved playing with For the Boos. So I had to bring it back. It had to come back. And also there is some For the Boos stuff still left in our shop from the last time that we did For the Boos. So if you need to restock, do it. We're going to have a lot more coming out. Well, not a lot more, but we've got, let me show you the stamps. We're actually doing stamps this time as well. So let me move you out of the way. Let me just throw it over that. So it's going to be a limited edition pack. We've got some Boo Ghosties. I wanted to do this last time, but I didn't get the chance. We've got Trick or Treat. We've got Fabulous. And I hear the Bubble Guppy saying that in my brain. Fabulous. We've got some cobwebs in there. We've got the broom for the ghosty to hold. It's a 2-piece stamp. So we've got the potion bottle and the little potion that goes inside. The little pumpkin face also fits on top of that potion bottle. And then we've got the cauldron and the swirly thing coming up. And we have 2 cute little kitties. So love the stamps, more ghosties, yay. Kitties as well. When can we order this? So I'll have more information on this probably early next week, later this week. We're just trying to get all the designs finalized. But yeah, this because we need to get all the pricing and everything back from our suppliers, and because we don't order as many as our subscription kit, sometimes the prices fluctuate. So we want to make sure that we've got all that before we give out the information on when you can order it. But it will be in plenty of time so that you can get decorating. Show us more. That's all I got for today. But Jamie has been working super hard on getting those done. So these stickers. What I will tell you though, the stickers will be a mix of, so it will be in like the folder. They will be in the folder. It will be a mix of quarterly type stickers, and like some weekly stickers and a whole bunch of deco stickers, and just so much fun. So yes, the For the Boos 2 is a separate purchase. Oh, okay. What else do I need to show you? Let me jump over into, I'm going to jump over into show and tell. So show and tell. Oh, show and tell is where we share what you've been doing, because like you've seen the hot mess that is me crafting in the last few weeks, right? I am a crafter, I am a card maker, I am a planner, but I am so severely out of practice. So out of practice. Because the last few years, 4 years, have been a lot. And I haven't had the time to play as much as I'd hoped. But even if I had, there are so many amazing people who create with our products. I am just so inspired every month. So this is my way of showing some of it. We can't show everything because there is so much. But sharing some of the bits and pieces that people have made with our goodies. So firstly, thank you all so much for keeping us inspired here, for keeping us going, because without you, this wouldn't happen. But let me jump straight into show and tell. So, show and tell. First up, we have by Jasmine. We have a weekly layout featuring a milk bar, and this is gorgeous. I'm loving the washi, the melting chocolate at the bottom, and the little ads at the top, and the little features. That's lovely. Thank you for sharing. Next up, we have a memory page by Sharon featuring Coastal Escape, and I feel like this has little foldovers, and I love how 3D it feels. It's got foldovers so that you can keep things inside. Love that we're writing on it and sharing. It just feels so calm and relaxed. I do love it. Next up is from Martha, who has used Lakeside Reflections, so chapter 6, in a weekly layout. I love the fire. Find your fire. Next up is by Marianne, who has used Lakeside Reflections as well, and also some Serenity washi in there too. Just jump in, and the cute little froggies. I love the cute little froggies. So thank you, Marianne. Next up is by Tatiana, who, I love this, Be Nice to Yourself, who has used Starlit Stories. I love it. I love that you've got the big photo of yourself in the window. Be nice to yourself. Some great advice. So thank you, Tatiana. Next up is by Laurie, who has done a gorgeous butterfly blooms layout using the printables and also the kit, and who has rolled the washi card. Love it. And then we have Jennifer, who has done a weekly layout using coffee and corgis. The corgis. Love the corgis, especially a little corgi heart butt. And mix that in. Thank you so much for sharing. Ruth has done, this is gorgeous, a weekly layout using chapter 5, showers and flowers. Love little Alani there on the chair listening. And I love that you've shared after the page. I love seeing that people, and I mean, don't feel like you have to share the text. You can always blur a bunch of it out, but I do love seeing people writing on their spreads as well. Next up is from Nancy, and Nancy Mackenzie's daughter, sorry, who has used Showtime as a weekly layout. I love this one, and this one was one of my favorites for the Planner Summer Games as well, so I am loving that too. So keep it up, and I hope that you guys both plan together. So I do hope that you enjoy that together. Next up is by Sharon, and I really love this memory spread, and also just saying the whole layout of this photo. This is gorgeous. I love that you've used the journaling layout, and then you've got the 3 different spaces ready for you to add in photos or memories in there as well on the side. Thanks, Sharon. Then we have by Stacey is a reading list using the older chapter 3. So just to cause some confusion, this year we called it chapters, which got confusing when we jumped around chapter 3 Petal Palette. This is the original chapter 3 that we did, which came out our 3rd year. It was our third or second books kit. And yes, we called it chapter 3, but it's not part of chapters, but it was a beautiful kit that is, I think we still have the creative kit available. I can't quite remember. But thank you so much, Stacey, for sharing that layout. That is beautiful. Next up is by Diana Gable, who has done a gorgeous weekly layout using chapter 7, Hot Summer Nights. So it's good to see that has been arriving. And I love the little goatee. He's so cute. And then Heather, who has done a gorgeous weekly layout. And this was one of our Planner Summer Games. I think Heather won the bronze, which is for this layout. I love it. I really do. I love that you've used the sticky notes as a space to for the day. So well done on that one, Heather. Then next up is another Hot Summer Night, so chapter 7 from Sharon. And so we've gone from the chaos to the clean, and both are beautiful. So I love that you've added the lines in there to make it easier to write on, and there's some really nice spacing, and we're escaping the heat, and we've got the footprints along the side. And then next up we have Sami Hughes, who has done, pardon me, a washi art page featuring Dream Chaser and Butterfly Skies. I love washi art because it gives us the chance to do some mindfulness and use up our washi that slowly takes over our spaces. This one from Michelle Boo. Okay, I am a cart fan. I will get into this after I finish, but I love this to no end, and I love that Coastal Escape, you've got the blue cart, you've just decorated it. This was everything, and this was our winner for one of the Planner Summer Games as well, for the Organised and Looking Fly, the space challenge, and I am just in awe of it. Well done. And then next up we have is an art journal by Bianca, who looks like you've done some stenciling, and over the top you've got the stickers, and you've used the stickers from the blog as well. It all looks beautiful. I am a work in progress, aren't we all? I just have to bring up this comment because I hope it comes up over the top. Holy cart decorations. Right? Absolutely. Okay, and then next up we have is a monthly layout by Hannah, who has used chapter 6, Lakeside Reflections, for her monthly with all the cute little froggos that you've coloured in using the stamp. And then last but not least, we have Michelle, who has already jumped in and done a weekly layout using chapter 8, Chasing the Sun. My goodness, you are all so incredible, so incredible. I am just in awe every week. Every week I am absolutely in awe of what you all do, what you all put together, and thank you so much for sharing. As I mentioned, I'm a big cart person, and I have 3 carts in this room. Four. I have four carts in this room alone, because I love that I can just move them around, although my rug is causing havoc. I need roller skate wheels on my carts so that they can get over the new rug because it gets cold in here. But I love carts. I just love how you can just move them out of the way. I have hyper-focus carts. One's for 3D printing. One's for planning. One's for everything in between. The other one's for the chaos. A cart after my own heart. Anyway, but I am impressed with the level of decoration on that cart. Anyway, for your chance to be featured next time, obviously put a card in your photo. I'm kidding, but that might actually help. Use the hashtag PA Show and Tell. They did. I mean, I have another, if I'm counting the other ones in the house, 1, 2, I know I've got at least 4 others in the rest of the house, but yes, they do multiply. For your chance to be featured next time, please use the hashtag PA Show and Tell. I will also be going on to Instagram and looking for that hashtag to share up to our stories as well. So I'm trying to get better at doing that. That being said, I will be sharing, because I haven't shared all of week 1's amazing creations from people. So I am going back on Instagram and finding everybody's and commenting on them and sharing them up. So, don't feed the carts after midnight. I mean, did. Okay, I'm a little card obsessed, and I did create some. Okay, that's the first three. I can't hold them all. And I'm not going to move my thing around because you all saw how messy it was the other day. But I'm Roy Jabiving my cart for my pens. And I just, oops. Once I finish this cart, I will gladly share some videos on it and some photos on it. It will be a featuring cart. But yeah, I love my carts. They're just the perfect organization. Okay, next up, what do I have? I think I have, next up is my Q&A. Feel free to ask questions. Yes, I made Roy Jabiv holders. I've actually also made a double size one for my washi card holders as well. So I'm slowly, once this card is finished, I'm going to show you the awesomeness, because this card actually folds flat. It's down a little bit lower, but it folds flat. So these, I used they're actually Gridfinity. I used a Gridfinity generator, so I generated these, and I think I'll actually be putting them up on Maker World for people to grab, but they are a 3D print. 3D printing. I bought a 3D printer last year, and let's just say it's one of my favorite hyperfocuses at the moment. I can't do a lot with it. The idea was that I could design some bubble gummy stuff, especially for Lockie. I'm not at that level yet, but I have printed some very, very cute little things with it. And that was one of the ways. So the when I was designing the easel, I actually 3D printed the pieces for it first to make sure that it worked. So it's actually been really handy. So yeah, once the cart's done, I will show everybody, but there's still probably a good couple of weeks, because I generally only print overnight because of my printers in here in the studio with me. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm trying to do questions at the end because otherwise I get so sidetracked on everything. Let me know. I think Jamie and Michael have been in the comments answering as many questions as they have, which has been so fantastic. I'm just going to check my notes quickly to see if I have forgotten anything. I don't think I've forgotten anything. There's been so much to show today. There's been so much to show. Okay, question. I know Michael checked on my Q3 order being stuck in Illinois since the 5th, and he said they should be moving soon, but how long should I wait before I worry? I know that on our FAQ, it says something like there's like 20, I can't remember if it's 21 or 30 days before there's like an official. I know how hard that is to wait. I know how hard that is to wait because I myself have had to wait that for other orders, which I have done online. Don't hate on the small businesses for that, because that's generally with the shippers. We have no control on that. But there we go. 20 days is a guide, because sometimes they do get stuck. I mean, we got a coffee machine recently, and that actually got lost. That got lost. Although I am secretly hoping that a second coffee machine shows up at some point. I would send it back. Oh, I can show chapter 8. I thought I'd do a Q&A first. And then, so that because I know that some people like to drop off. And I do need to get a little bit of food. Because it has been a long live. So there you go. Bianca has said, submit a missing package form to USPS. It usually changes the next day. I don't know if that would help, but because it depends on who our shipping has routed through to. But if Michael or Jamie have said that they're looking after it, then they'll be looking after it for you. Yeah. I know it's hard to wait. I really, really get it. And I hate saying you just need to wait. I think also because I'm so used to my packages taking, like here in Australia, for me to get a sub box, generally it's a month. And so I don't even, whenever I've subscribed to sub boxes in the past, I don't even look at what the next one is coming out because they're usually 2 ahead of what I get. So yeah. And okay, mine gets stuck in Illinois often. So Illinois sounds like it might be like one of the distribution hubs. We have one in Sydney that things look like they get stuck at. And it might take an extra couple of days to go through there. The quote card. Who are they available to? Sherelle. Okay, so Sherelle, are you talking about the quote card printable that I was showing earlier? So initially for download, they can only be purchased by people who have purchased that kit. And then once we roll over to the next kit, we open that up to everybody. We do that. We give people who have ordered that kit early access because we know how hard it is for that wait. We know how hard it is for that wait. While it's, going through production and getting shipped out. So it's a little something to say thank you to people who have purchased those physical goodies, and thank you for being so patient. So once we jump over, it's usually around the 1st, we swap over to the next one, and that the last one becomes available for other people to purchase. So I hope that helps. That makes me feel better knowing that it's not just my package, so I feel a lot better now. Thank you everyone for your help, and Michael, again, hugs, no problem. I currently only have the sticker kit, so I can. Yes. So if you've ordered the sticker lover, paper lover, or planner lover, you will, your account will be tagged so that you can get access to the printables early access. And that's also with the blog too. So to access stuff on the blog, there are some that everybody gets access to, but there are others that are specifically only for subscribers. And that doesn't change though. They are always only available to subscribers who have purchased one of the lovers of that kit. Okay, so I'm actually thinking, because this live has been almost an hour and a half. Thank you so much to the people who have hung out with me. I'm almost thinking that I should stop this live here and then do another one. Go and get some food, because I don't eat before my lives because I get a bit nervous and anxious and wreaks havoc on my tummy. Might go get some food and then come back and do a quick live. Or should I do it tomorrow? Is it getting too late there? Because I feel like it's getting a bit late. Or maybe I've got something. I haven't even checked my diary. So I might do that. Let me just check what I have on tomorrow. Let me just do a quick check. Calendar. Oh, I have so much on tomorrow. That's not going to work. Oh, wait. Is tomorrow the Eka holiday? What? Yeah. So what I might do is I'm going to end this live and then I'm going to come back. I'll come back in like 10 minutes and I'll do a live flip through of this. The only problem is though, is I don't have the stickers. I get the stickers at the same time that you all get the stickers. So I have the washi and the washi kit except for the stickers, because that's how they come packaged to us. Can't believe tomorrow's the Echo. Okay, anyway, thank you all so much for joining. I'll come back shortly. and join whoever is available. Thank you so much for keeping me company. Take care. Have a wonderful couple of weeks. I think my next live is in 2 weeks' time. I'll drop the live placeholder so that you can subscribe to that. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to ring the bell, give us a like, leave us a comment. Leave us a comment after the live too, because that also tells the algorithm that people want to see our stuff after it's been live as well. So, the rains are here. Thank you all so much. Take care and see you next time. Bye, everyone.